Hey everybody, this is Rob Vegas and I'm checking in from the bush in Australia, and we're back here with another awesome episode of Assemble the Troops. So come and join the fun. We're going to head back into town to the Rob Vegas Technology Centre and get the action started. I'll see you there, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Let's roll. Hey everybody, this is Rob Vegas and I'm checking in from Melbourne, Australia, and it's Friday. Let's go with some Assemble the Troops. Okay, so we made it on over to the old Rob Vegas Technology Centre and we are pressing ahead with Duke Week, and we have another Duke for you. So we got tons of Dukes coming at you. And of course it is 1993 Duke again. So if you like Duke, I tell you what, you were getting a lot of Dukes in the early 1990s, because there was Duke, who we had on the show before with the red highlights, and he sat on his missile launcher from 1992. And now we've got 1993 standard battle core Duke. And we also have Space Duke, who was on the show the other day. So you were getting a ton of Dukes. Dukes were coming at you from every direction. Now, of course, this 1993 Duke came with, your bog standard weapons tree stuff and a spring-loaded rocket launcher and all of that sort of thing. And yeah, it's a really cool figure actually. So he's kind of got his desert camo on, rocking the desert. Helmet is fixed, which is a first for a Duke. So pretty cool innovation there. And yeah, he's got a very vigilant, stoic look on his face. If we can get him in focus there. Yep, there you go. So Duke is ready to Duke it out, you could say. He's ready to take your Duke. So get your Duke on with this particular Duke. What we do have for Duke, of course, is his file card. So let's quickly check it out and frenzy it up, as it were. Of course, code name is Duke. His role is Battle Commander. File name, it's still Conrad Hauser, so that remains consistent. I probably should check the serial numbers to see if they've stayed the same, but my due diligence has been a bit off this week. Anyway, primary military specialty for 1993 Duke is Ranger. Secondary military specialty is military intelligence. That's two words combined that can't make sense. He's still born in the USA, in St. Louis, Missouri, and he's grade E8, Master Sergeant. So that doesn't appear to have changed. According to the quote, a real GiJoe Joe should be on the front lines with his men, which is where you'll find me. That's where you'll find Duke. Now we've got quite an exuberant portrait of Duke there. He's like, hell yeah, let's rock. And you can see the big picture. He's throwing a grenade in the air like he just doesn't care, firing off one of his fancy rockets. And yeah, he's loving life. So what a legend. According to the rest of the file card, it tells me that Duke is a natural leader, and nobody knows that better than his men. He passed up an officer's commission, so he did that in the last file card actually, because he wanted to stay where the action was on the front lines, and not twiddling his thumbs back at some fancy officers' club. Instead of sitting around talking with a bunch of boring brass, he'd rather split some K rations with a platoon of grunts in a battlefield foxhole. He is a firm believer in discipline and the no pain, no gain work ethic. That sounds like, if it's not raining, you ain't training. Anyway, moving forward, his men may complain from time to time about sore muscles, but when the bullets start to fly, you can bet every one of them thanks Duke for the rigorous training that he put them through. So Duke, thank you for that, sir. So it's 1993 Duke, and as I said, you got a lot of Dukes. And this is a really cool figure, and I'm going to pop this in my display cabinet, so more on that later. That's a story for another day. But yeah, you can see he's really cool, like good, simple colors, like it makes sense. Desert Combat, like some of the 1990s figures were a bit, you know, out there in terms of color scheme and stuff like that, but this is just keeping it real and keeping it simple, and you've got a great G.I. Joe figure that maybe not many people know about. So yeah, what a cool dude. We have had a good time on Duke Week, and we've got one more coming up, so stand by for that. So it might not be the Duke you were thinking about, but it's a Duke nonetheless, so we will be taking a big old Duke to round things out shortly. In the meantime, let's take these suckers out. Whoop. Hey, gotcha. The old gaslighting gang is toast. So thank you, Duke. That's some fine work. Anyway, let me know if you had this particular version of Duke back in the day, or if you had different Dukes. Let me know how you like to get a Duke, or take a Duke, or whatever it is you do. Like and subscribe, comment below. I'd love to hear from everybody, and I will catch you in the next video, my friends, and see you then. Cheers.
Crystal Ball says like and subscribe and leave a comment.